What's up, guys? I'm back from a long hiatus, moving my shifts around at work, fucking up my sleeping schedule. People at work taking vacations, me filling in, shit like that. So, a lot of shit's happened since I made a last video. So, I decided to kind of make a compressed version of what I wanted to talk about. That kind of covers a lot of what we're seeing on the news. And it's a narrative of fear is what it is. It's a way to control. I don't know why they do that. Like, I'm sure it's because they probably don't want us to pay attention to the fucking low job participation rate and shit like that. Maybe, I don't know, but it's getting out of hand. You have every day I turn on not every day, but probably like once a week I'll turn on the TV, and they're talking about a kid that died in a car because their parents forgot them in the car and shit like that, and that's sad. But it leads you to believe that this stuff happens more often than it actually does. Do you know how many people die every year on average from heat stroke in a car, from being left in the car? 38. 38. Not that fucking many. Is it sad when it happens? Yeah, but I mean, on the scale of things to worry about, it's pretty low. You probably have more kids dying from getting stung by bees and shit than being left in a car. So, then we got, of course, the mass shooting gun hysteria that has hit the airwaves. So I did a little research. I do this just about every time this hysteria happens, and just to calm people down here. So, according to a statistician he has a blog. He's a Princeton blog. For stats, also, I got put together a list from Live Science, where ways you are more likely to die than being shot on purpose. So first, the list of the ways you're more likely to die than being shot on purpose from Live Science. Parkinson's disease, transportation accident, self-harm, kidney disease, Alzheimer's, a blood infection, the flu, pneumonia, a lower respiratory disease, diabetes, all forms of accidental death, cancer, and heart disease. Now, the statistician put together stats on, I think it was in 2015, because it was after the fucking people from fucking Saudi Arabia that went into their workplace and fucking blew people away. He did a stat after that, because he was talking about it in the article. So, the percentage chance that an American has from dying in a mass shooting event is 0.0000143%. You have literally a better chance of getting struck by lightning than dying in a mass shooting event. So, they obviously want the guns real bad, and I'm concerned of the reason they want the guns so bad. Because I know the reason they want the gun so bad is not to keep me safe. To keep me safe. Yeah, that's not the reason, because I just told you that there's more of a chance of you dying from getting hit by lightning than having that happen to you. And what's on the news for 8-9 straight days now? All right, that and the kid that got eaten by an alligator in Disneyland at the resort there, and people are wondering, well, why didn't Disney do any, have any precautions and all this stuff with the signs on, they had some signs on the beach, but they didn't mention alligators. I don't know. I've driven around Florida, and alligators are fucking everywhere. Fucking everywhere. And I think there's been like less than 50 deaths in like 40 years from somebody getting bit by an alligator. So, again, something that doesn't happen that fucking often. Bad shit's gonna fucking happen. We can't have like a hysterical reaction every time some bad shit happens. Okay? And then we have then the news talks to us like we're fucking 3 years old with fucking, and Donald Trump does this too, and they both do it strategically. I'm gonna put this out and come back. Hold on. All right, I'm back. So I saw parts of this interview, and it was Bill O'Reilly saying something about big guns. What about the big guns? The big guns. Now, I mean, that's for what, somebody in the 4th grade? The big guns. This is ridiculous, because if you don't see that the news and most of the people in politics and corporate America are talking to you like you're in the 4th grade, Hillary Clinton does the same thing. And she'll even go one step further in faking accents from where she's speaking to connect with the people, in a subconscious level. It's just all these psychological tricks to get you to do what they want you to do. And, are we going to let them do that? Probably eventually. I don't have much faith, really. Because what people want, unfortunately, is a big daddy or a big mommy to come on the TV in a nice little suit and tie and tell them that everything's going to be okay if you just give them the power. And that's what people want. So, why do I support Donald Trump over Hillary Clinton? Because I support that big daddy over that big mommy. I prefer not to have a big daddy or a big mommy at all, but apparently that's what people want. So I'm going to have to go with the person that is closer to my philosophical beliefs, which is unfortunately or fortunately Donald Trump. So and I was for him in the primary too. I made videos about it. And I was from the primary because I knew that the other politicians were full of shit. And Donald Trump knows he's full of shit, but he'll almost tell people that he's like, yeah, I was blowing smoke up those people's asses when I was having them for, the birthday parties and all this shit they were talking to him about. And he's like, look, I'm just fucking blowing smoke up people's ass to fucking make money. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm a business person. I have to get those permits. I have to get those, which is, good reasoning. But where I part ways with Donald Trump on this issue is the terrorist watch list, which that Orlando guy was not on. He was being investigated by the FBI, but he was not on the terror watch list. So it would not have prevented him from getting a gun. He was also a security guard. He also had a New York City gun permit. Okay? So all this stuff about background checks would not have prevented this dude from the horrible act that he did. And and they're playing it off like it would, but it wouldn't. He still would have been able to do it. As far as the big guns, if you take away the big guns, he's just going to use a big boom box to fucking do it, which is what they do in fucking Israel at those checkpoints. Okay, because that's where there's mass loads of people at the checkpoints, that's where they're going to attack. Okay, so it's just evil will find a way. Much like the Jurassic Park, the nature will find a way. Evil will find a way to hurt you. The wolves they're always plotting. The wolves are always plotting to hurt you. What you have to do is protect yourself. Okay? So that's really the only thing you can do. And even that isn't likely. It's not likely that that's going to happen. A 0.0000143% chance. Okay? So we need to stop with these hysterical knee-jerk reactions for weeks and weeks after some bad shit happens. Okay? So, I said okay enough, I think. Have a good night. Spin Smoke Break. Probably try to make more videos. Like my video. Subscribe to my channel. See ya.